Wonder if we're actually live right now or not. What are we gonna do with this? You want some of this? You want some? You can't just take it out and drop it. You gotta eat some. There you go. You want this one? You just want that? You don't want any of this papaya? Look, show everybody. Alright, that's enough. We'll get you more later, alright? We gotta make sure everybody is alive right now. Or we are alive to everybody. What? Ah, okay. It's been a minute. Oh, we need to make sure to mute this. Man, I forgot how to do everything now. Oh, we should check and make sure we're actually live right now. That would be a good idea. And then what we'll do is we'll check comments. There we go. Okay, we are actually live. Everyone can hear me? Yep, audio's working. La 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 la. Hey, come here. Let's log into this thing so we can see comments. We need to make sure to tell everybody that we're live too. Don't do that, you're gonna mess everyone's ears up. Come on. Okay, we need to post. We got the comments up, but we need to post on, what are those things called? Instagram. That's right. We gotta post on Instagram. Hey, look. We gotta post on Instagram that we're live. We'll just do a little video. How about that? Here, we'll do one like this. Oh! Okay. Hey, stop! You're gonna hurt everyone's ears, okay? Don't do that. Come on. Just sit there and be good. Look, you wanna look at my phone? We need the link to this stream. Let me get that real quick. Oh. She's pressing the screen and making it do stuff. That's not water, you know? She's licking the screen. Look, you want to see this? It's not water. Tupac thought the screen was water too. Okay. Why do I keep losing my train of thought? I like how one person comes in here to dislike the stream. Like they're just subscribed, but they actually hate us. They just wait for the streams to go up. Oh, I'm gonna dislike it once. Dislike. That'll show them. You sure showed us, guys. Guy. Man, my brain is dead today. How many times can I say, Don't bite that. Stop it. Ow. We're trying to,
Oh. 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 Oh.
okay.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, there we go. Let's see if it works. You gonna be good for a change, Rhea? It says it's posting still. Oh, okay, the link works. Okay. I think we're good. Oh, we got 2 dislikes now, guys. That means there's 2 people in here. They just sit there and wait for our streams. Just to dislike them. You know what? That really means a lot to me. That you hate me so much to be subscribed. It's probably a duplicate account or something, too. They hate us, Rhea. I'm sorry. They're only here to dislike live streams. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Alright. I think people are disliking now just a meme. Okay. Yeah, you guys, it's 4 now. Some people are doing it now just because it's funny. Okay. Everyone dislike. Smash dislike right now. Let's see how high we can get it. Wait, does that probably screws the algorithm up. Maybe we don't want to do that. Anyways. Everyone thumbs up or thumbs down depending on whether you like this stream or not. I don't care which it is. You can dislike me. I don't care. It's up to you. That's why it's there. Nope, we're at 17 now. Screw you guys. Okay. Okay, we need to try to find... I'm trying to find all the chats. Mike Bode says, guess I'll throw the first chips on the table. Well, we aren't betting, but I will take it. Thank you, Mike. And then Andy Z says, my laptop overheated trying to use Streamlabs, LOL. Well, thank you, Andy. Hope you're doing well. Uncased Note 20 Ultra around Toucans. Brave, Brock. Well, I had my last Note around Maeve and everybody, and with no case, and it survived. So I guess it was just the Pixel that could not survive. But so far my Note phones have been Toucan proof. You just gonna sit there happily the whole time? Sticking her tongue out. You can just sit there happily, that's fine with me. If she poops, she's gonna poop like right between the seam here though, and this little table, and it's gonna like drip down and be disgusting, but whatever. Yeah. So, how's everybody doing anyway? It's been a while. How many viewers? We only have 289 viewers. Well, this was a surprise live stream, so. La la la. Hope everyone's doing okay. Sorry it's on a Sunday. It's probably not the best time for everybody. I know. I apologize. I'm probably not going to be able to stream for the next 2 weeks, so I thought I might as well just do one now, even though it's unannounced. So, you know, it is what it is. But we did get a new video filmed today. It rained outside finally, so we got a video of all the birds in the rain, and we all got drenched. So We need to check. Okay, Alexandra says, do you have a special thing you do with each bird? Like a secret handshake, but with toucans? I don't know. I mean, I guess I like, with Tupac specifically, I picked the sheaths off his feathers, like the little pin feathers, out of his head, because he can't reach them with his feet. But, I mean, not really. Why are you being all good all of a sudden? I mean, that's fine with me. You can be good. Are you fascinated with the screen? She's just decided to be good for a change. You were being naughty earlier. We don't want to jinx it, though. Okay. Kate 46 says, guess who's back? Back again. Brock is back, so tell your friends. Oh, is that a... Did you just poop? Yep, you did. Freaking M&M or whatever. Hold on. We gotta clean that up real quick. Ah, watch out, bird. Careful, don't step in that. Okay. Ow! Oh, man, the screen's like all jacked up again. Rhea, come here. This is my secret handshake with Rhea. I just pick her up and I stick my nose in her neck, pick her up upside down. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. There we go. Is this our secret handshake? No? Okay. She doesn't want it. You can go back where you were. Stop pooping. No more pooping allowed. You gotta hold it in forever now. The rest of your life, no more pooping. I had some nice papaya chunks flung over here, I see. Okay. I don't have any fresh blueberries today. So when you make a comment, I can give them probably freaking papaya, Wendy. I can give them papaya, and then we have thawed blueberries, but they're not as easy to feed because they have juice everywhere. Where are you going? See, I drink water excuse me. Sometimes. Actually, I drink water every day. You guys just don't see it. Okay, let's go back to... Hey, come here. Where are you going? You want food? You don't need to eat Tupac's food. We got your food right here. Look. Just don't fling it all over the couch, please. Or drop it on the ground like you just did. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Just all going on the ground. This is too much fruit on the ground, Rhea. Oh man. See, this is why we don't eat papaya during the streams, because it's very messy. Look, come up here. Look. Come here. I'm gonna feed it by hand, so you don't have as much choice. Look. There you go. Don't you... She dropped it. Don't you drop that. Look, eat that. It's good. Oh my goodness. Ugh. I bet Tupac will eat it like a good boy. More? You want this? Are you full? And Rhea pooped again. Great. We need to just bring the, we need like a small trash can for over here. So I don't have to get up as much. We're just gonna bring these wipes over here. How about that? Okay. Wait, we have a trash can thing over in the corner over there that I never use. Maybe it's time to start using it. You don't want to play with these wipes. They're not fun. There's nothing fun about these. Okay? We're going to put them over here. Come on. Come where everyone can see you. Come on. Okay. Let's try to read some comments, shall we? You want to read some comments with me? Hopefully you guys can... I got a new, like... let me move it over here. I got a new coffee table thing. Or like a... whatever you want to call it. Footstool. Whatever. I don't know if it's a little bit lower to the ground than the other one was, so, and that's where I usually put the microphone. But we're gonna see. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Just let me know if you can't, and we will fix it. Let me, I'll adjust the volume. Okay, I made it quieter. Okay, now it's loud. There we go. Alright, good deal. Holly King says, here's funds for a new couch and back support. Well, thank you. Hey, don't. You're gonna mess everyone's ears up doing that. You know that? You know, we probably don't need this thing on here inside. Let's see. You guys tell me how this sounds when I took the windsock off. Does it sound good? Everyone tell me how if you can hear me okay and if there's not too much or background noise. There's too much distortion. Oh, it's really loud now. Okay. How about now? Is that better? It's not clipping anymore, right? Can somebody tell me, Petra? Somebody? Okay, sounds good now? Cool. Alright, good deal. She still wants to... Well, at least it's not going to be as loud as with the windsock. Hey, like when she bites it. Don't bite that. Look. You want to play with this? I'm going to put this over your beak so that you can't bite anything anymore. You want to play with it? There you go. I'm just going to drop it on the ground. See if she like... She's like in defensive mode over it. Oh, maybe not. I don't know why she's all crouched down like that then. There you go. Oh, she's happy now. Don't drop it in poop or anything, please. Alright, that's fine. She can play with the windsock. Ooh, man. You know the bad thing about this couch is like in order for me to actually not be slouching and like support my back, I have to sit like so weird, like away from the camera, like this. And I'm like kind of leaning back a little bit instead of straight up and down. We'll get a better setup when we move. For now, this will do. Okay. Alright, she did not drop it in poop. Well, maybe we can move this up here. That'll help a little bit. Okay, where did we leave off? Oh, funds for Holly King. Funds for the new couch and back support. Flamingo says, great to see you guys. Damn, Rhea got huge. Yeah, Rhea's a thick girl now. She likes the windsock. You like that? I will say, since so few of you guys are here, I have another surprise very soon for everybody. I'm not going to say what it is, but if you're a patron, you will find out very soon this week. Maybe even tonight. Probably not tonight, but sometime this week you will find out what the surprise is. So, on Discord. So make sure you join the Discord. Another awesome surprise for you guys coming soon. Since I'm not gonna tell too many people yet, or even let anybody know there's a surprise. Because there's so few people here right now, I will disclose that there is indeed a surprise coming soon. That was unexpected for me and everybody else. But it's coming nonetheless. So. Oh, I'm super loud. Well, shit, I can't win, can I? Now it's probably too close to my face. Is that better? How's that, guys? I can see when it peaks on my screen here. That's part of why I'm always trying to fix it. I'm pregnant. That's right, guys. You caught me. I have a part in a Broadway show. Yep. You guys are getting close. I'm not... Well, everyone already knows I'm moving. That's not a surprise. Well, I guess it would be a surprise if I said when it is for sure. But it's not. It's not dealing with moving, although that still is happening. It's a good surprise. Rhea, what are you doing? Why are you so fascinated with this? With or without windsock? Stop. Okay. Where am I? Oh, right after Flamingo. Thank you, Flamingo. Rebecca Lasik says, "Are you ready for spooky season?" You know, well, this spooky season's gonna suck because we can't even do anything. And also, I have no friends, so I can't even celebrate spooky season. Anyway, I'm gonna have to I'll have to have it with toucans. Spooky toucans. Hey, you gotta calm down, alright? Please calm down. Look at my phone here with me. Kate46 is, Brock, can you see if Tupac wants a scratch from me? Well, I don't know if he's gonna understand that it's from you or not, but I'll see if he wants a scratch. Are you gonna be crazy now? Just sit there and be good, alright? I don't think that's making too much noise. It's not making the microphone peak or anything. Alright, as long as she's not clipping the microphone or something, I think we're good. Oh, Tupac scratch. You want to scratch, buddy? Kinda sort. Tupac is still wet from the rain. We went out like 2 hours ago. Did you enjoy the rain? It's nice for you to finally have a bath, huh? That was an easy bath for him. Alright. He kind of sort of did, but I don't think he wanted me touching him for too long. He kind of wants a scratch, but then he pulls his head away after I start, so I don't know what he wants. Okay, we're still not. Rhea's fine as long as she's not making the microphone hurt anybody's ears. She's very interested in it. Okay. Where was I? Oh, spooky season. Okay. Acer Light 125 says, "Hi Brock, hi Acer, good to see you again." Nightcore Gamer says, "Give Tupac a kiss." I will give him a kiss. Rhea, what are you doing? What is your goal here? What are you seeking to accomplish by shaking and pecking at things constantly? What's your end game? There you go. Tupac got a kiss. Charlie the Supersaurus says, "If there are fewer viewers, it's because us Europeans are getting it to bed or in bed due to work in a few hours. Much love for you all. Hope you, the birds, and everyone else is keeping well. Thoughts on next gen consoles and on next Elder Scrolls location?" I don't play Elder Scrolls, so I couldn't speak intelligently about it, but I'll probably get the PS5. But I'm more interested in the 3080 video cards for PC than the next gen consoles. But I'll probably get a PS5. Careful. But I've never really played. I started playing Skyrim and it just bored me. I don't know. I have a short attention span. So, I don't know, I just got really bored for some reason. I know that's blasphemy to most people, but I could just never get into Elder Scrolls. But I hear it's good, and a lot of people like it, so. There's probably fewer viewers more because I didn't announce the stream very far in advance. I just kind of said, I'm going to stream. And then I did. It's been difficult to stream the past couple of weeks because we got hit with the hurricane, Laura, and lost power for like 4 days, and I had to take, oh my God. Sorry guys, I hope that didn't hurt anybody's ears. Freaking Rhea. What was I saying? Oh, we got hit with the hurricane and lost power for like 4 days, and then we had to go stay with Rhea. You gotta calm down, girl. You gotta calm down, okay? You can't do that. You're gonna hurt people's ears. They're not gonna want to come back and see us if they don't have any ears, okay? Oh. Jeez, I keep losing my train of thought. We had to stay with my grandparents for a few days because we had no power, and like immediately after the hurricane, it was like 95. So it was extremely hot in the house, and I couldn't just leave the birds here because it was much too hot for any of us to be in here with no airflow. So I took them all over there, and we spent a few days there, and it was cramped, but, got the job done. And it was a whole thing. And then finally the contractor for the roof came out, or the adjuster for insurance and all that kind of stuff, for my roof. And remember, we got hit with hail in a storm at towards the beginning of the year. And then it took this long for the contractor to actually come out and look at the roof because so many people's roofs were messed up. So they finally came out, and we've got the roof sorted, and then we built the flight outside. Rhea, please stop, okay? You're gonna hurt people's ears. All right. What was I saying? Oh, we got the thing outside built, and then what else? Still working on stuff around here, and getting things packed up and what have you. And then I don't know. I just want to. I feel like the live streams, like people just aren't engaging with them as much anymore, and I need to start making more normal videos, again. So I've been meaning to focus on making more normal videos, but paired between everything else going on, it's been difficult to do that. So, and then we have this surprise thing happening that I'm preparing for. So, there's just been a lot of, there's been a lot of crazy stuff going on. Rhea's eating 2 box food, even though her food's over here. You want down? She's eating your food. You want to go chase her off? Come here. Ow. But yeah. So, I don't know. It's just like, it feels like there's just going to be so much. It's going to be hard to do anything until we actually finally get moved and get everything settled in a lot of ways. I'd like to be making more videos every week without... and then, of course, Beatrix, I've been working with her to try to get her more warmed up to me and, with target training and stuff. So, so we can start working with her a little bit more. That's why she's not going to be in videos or streams for a while. Videos probably more likely. Because I can go in there and film while she's in her enclosure for food review videos or whatever we do. And I am going to have to remove her from the enclosure soon, and so I can clean it, because it's getting gross. And I ordered some supplies to help clean it. But, you know, it's just hard to do it because I'm trying to just not stick my hands in there as often as, or as little as possible. Like, disturb her as little as possible so that every interaction she has with me isn't a bad experience. It's something positive, and like she gets food or she gets some train. Okay, well, just don't jump on it, okay? She gets food or she gets training or, you know, that sort of thing. Because you know, she needs to. I don't know what to do with Beatrix. A lot of times, I'm trying my best to help her, but sometimes I wonder if I can help her, if I actually can help her. You know, recover with people and trust me. I don't know if she's going to be able to or not. I'm trying my best, but that's the main hurdle. So there might be what am I trying to say? It might be better for me to just have a large outdoor enclosure when we move where she can live there with her own kind, or maybe we can find her a place where other keel-billed toucans are or something. I don't know. You know, I just want her to have a good life, and I'm scared I can't provide it in that way. Like, you know, maybe she would be better off in a giant enclosure with more toucans. And if that's the case, then we can either think about, I think the first option would be try to get her warmed up to people to where she's comfortable being out here and isn't terrified the entire time. And then second would be build a big place for her to live, and then, you know, there's going to be other keel-billed toucans similar to her that we'll find along the way. Maybe we'll get them all together and they can all live together in a big enclosure and just kind of be kept more to themselves, and have, you know, interaction with people less, or with me mostly. I mean, it's just me caring for them, of course, so. But I don't know. So just something to think about. But I just want to do the right thing for her, you know? Rhea, don't poop on that, please, because it's going to be hard to clean off. She and Tupac are interacting more lately. She's trying to, I don't know, she's just looking at him right now. What are you doing? I think he wants to come back up. Are you going to try to fight with him? She's not like, Maeve was very cautious around Tupac. Like, she would approach him very carefully and try not to piss him off. Rhea has no problem pissing Tupac off. You want to come back up? He's still shivering from the water. Everyone's gonna see down my pants. Here, buddy. Okay. There. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's move on. Krakatoa says, Toucan have my money. I get it. Toucan. You can have money. I get it. Chrome Vidokuro says, I am glad you and the burbs are safe. I hope you and the burbs stay safe during that storm coming through. I'm assuming the storm coming through is just rain, because we've gotten a lot of rain today. But I should probably check on that. What else? Jennifer Reynolds says, I'd love to see what the birds think of tiny microphones that you can plug into your phone. Well, I think that either way they would be trying. Why is she's still eating Tupac's food for some reason when she has her own. Anyways, they'd probably react to it the same way. To just try to pull on it. That's what they do with everything. They just try to pull it out. Pangea says, "Hey Brock, Rhea is growing up so fast. Glad you had time to live stream this week." She is growing fast, and thank you. I'm glad I had some time too. What was I don't know. I haven't been feeling well this week either. I don't know why. Actually, I do. I think I figured out why. It's because I've been trying to drink the Mexican Cokes lately. You know, that have cane sugar in them. And then I went to Sam's Club the other day to buy groceries. And they were out of the Mexican Coke, so I just bought normal Coke. And I don't think my body likes the corn syrup in it. Maybe I'd grown more used to it before, but like I haven't had anything with the high fructose corn syrup in well over a month, maybe 2 months actually. Yeah, 2 months. So it was probably like, whoa, hold up, what is this? What is this crap? So I stopped drinking the Coke, and then I started feeling better. So I think I just need to try to get the stuff with cane sugar from now on, because the syrupy stuff is just gross. It just like makes you feel all sticky and like, I don't know. Like I love Coke, don't get me wrong, but something about that, the high fructose corn syrup is just gross. So tastes good though, you know. And I don't know why if I get it from like I know all the restaurants and stuff, like, you know, you go to Chick-fil-A, they use the same crap in their fountains, but it's for some reason it's just like the bottled or out of the can. I don't know, but it made me feel like just horrible. And I was like feeling sick, and I was like, what is wrong with me? Hey, can you get off this before you poop on it? Okay, I think we're caught up. Okay. Yeah, you can just look at the normal chat for a while. We'll get a chance to look at the normal chat. Are you gonna... Hopefully she's not making too much noise right now. Tapping her beak on it. You have no courtesy, Rhea. You know that? It's hard to believe looking at her that she's only 4 months old. You're still a baby, aren't you? Just a little baby? Did you just poop? You did just poop, didn't you? You sure do like to poop, don't you? Let's clean the poop up. That wasn't a big poop, at least. Stop looking down my freaking butt crack. I probably should stop freaking bending over on camera so much during streams. Oh well. Could be worse. What else? Oh, we were looking at the chat here. Brock, you can spend Halloween with us. We'll be your friends. Okay, maybe we'll do a Halloween live stream. If everyone wants to do that, maybe that's what we'll do. Hey, bird, what are you doing? Come here. Oh, God, she's trying to jump on the tripod. Nope. And don't fly at Tupac. That's not a good idea. She's trying to dive bomb Tupac. Okay. How do the birds react to my guitar? Rhea likes it. She like sings back to it. She makes her little yelping call to it every time I do it. I'll have to do a video someday of it. I need to find a better way to set up for filming on that though. Don't knock things over, bird. Okay? Let's not do that. I'm probably not going to stream for as long tonight, by the way, guys. I'm probably only going to do like an hour and a half or so. Because I started late. And usually I put Rhea to bed at about 7. 7 or 8. So don't blow everyone's eardrums out, okay? Is there a toucan species I recommend for a first-time owner? Yeah, here, let me show you. Here it is right here. Are you afraid of this? This is what you want. Right here. Don't get a toucan. Are you talking to that? Let's bring it back over. Are you talking to the plush? It's not real. Look at her. Look. You can't really see because the microphone's in the way. She's like backing up under the microphone now. It's not real. It's not a real toucan. It's just a plush. Just a stuffed animal. She plays with those things all the time. I don't know why that freaked her out. Maybe she'd never seen him move before. She was like, wait, hold up. That's not right. Wear longer shirts, dude. I'm tall, and they don't make a lot of shirts for tall people, unfortunately. So. Rhea's like the chicken from Moana. She's eating the microphone. More bird ASMR. I'll do some. Look, I'm waiting for something, and when I get it, I'll do an ASMR video with a proper microphone setup. They look pretty low-key maintenance. So they look low maintenance. They look low maintenance in the 10-minute videos that I have. Is that what you're saying? Don't get them as pets, guys. If you're not going to listen to me, please listen to me. But if you're not going to listen to me, consider getting an Aviary instead, because they are far more. Well, they're more friendly, first of all, which is a big thing with toucans. You know, there's so much about toucans that you guys don't see just from these short, and even live streams. You see a lot more with live streams, of course. But, you know, just don't do it. I'm gonna do a video on it. Don't worry. I'm gonna do a video on diet. I'm gonna do a video on why you shouldn't get them, all that kind of stuff. You know, but that's something I gotta really write out and make sure I cover all the bases. You know, I like to be, when I do videos like that, I like to be really well researched and then have the sources to back it up and be like, okay, look, if you guys don't believe me, go check these sources down here. And if you go and ask any person that has a toucan, go ask Beatrix, go ask Jamie with Beatrix and ask her. And she, honestly, she could probably give you a better opinion than me almost, because she has all kinds of different birds. But I know that if you go and ask her if toucans make good pets, she's going to say no. So, you know, it's not just me that says it, it's anybody that has a toucan is going to tell you the same thing. If they're being honest with themselves and they're out of the honeymoon phase of wanting or owning a toucan, they're going to tell you the same thing. You know? So, once you actually have the education about them, and then you realize that they are not simple and they are not good pets. So, anyways. Alright, let's see. What else we got here? What else we got? Hello from Georgia. I love your channel. Hello from Louisiana. What kind of birds do I like? I like toucans. I don't care if anybody knows it at this point, you know? I'm not afraid to say it. I like toucans a little bit. They're alright. No. I like toucans, obviously. What else? Harpy eagles. Oh, guys. Harpy eagles. Harpy eagles are the shit. They're awesome. Harpy eagles are dope. Shoebills, cassowaries, all the birds that look like prehistoric dinosaurs. I like those. That's one of the things that really captured my imagination as a kid with toucans is when I first got to observe them in person. There was just something so prehistoric about them. Like, they look like one of those animals that you would find a fossil of. Well, you know, you might not find the fossil, but like some paleontologist would find the fossil, and you would look at it and you would say, man, I can't believe something like that existed and had a beak like that. Like, if you look at the terror bird or stuff like that, it's like, wow, that stuff is something that really existed. But toucans are alive today, and we could have never, even looking at their skeleton, you couldn't comprehend that they have such, you know, striking beaks. And there's something about just the toucans, and, you know, they're not as colorful as parrots and stuff on the like, wholly speaking, but there's something about the restriction, like the color being restricted to like their beak, and then they're mostly black, and there's just kind of like a restraint with the colors in a way where it just really brings them out, and it just, I don't know, they just look like these fake otherworldly things that you would only think would have lived in prehistory. And when it comes to other birds, that's kind of how I feel about harpy eagles. I mean, you look at a harpy eagle and it looks like a freaking velociraptor, you know, like it's not, if you look at these animals, it's not hard for your imagination to see that they are dinosaurs and they're just alive now. The shoebill, the cassowary, they're all really cool. And you know, shoebill flies. Never mind, I'm stupid. The cassowary is what I meant to say. Is a flightless bird. And just looking at them walk and just their eyes and stuff, I don't know. There's just something so fascinating to me about all those animals. Shoebills are really cool. I don't know. But yeah, I like all kinds of different birds. I like the weird birds, though, you know? Obviously. I'm about to sneeze. Is it gonna happen? Oh, excuse me. Oh, I thought maybe I like called myself out on sneezing. I thought it was gonna stop, but it kept going. What am I supposed to say? Or what was I gonna say? Do your toucans ever let you touch them? Yeah, they let me touch them and hold them and pet them. We just pet. There, I pet Rhea right now. She wants me to pet her. Are you being good? I can't wait to see how much poop is behind the couch. You know that? Yeah, they sometimes they like to be pet, other times they don't. I mean, like all birds. Sometimes they want you to touch them, and then other times they're like, nope, no touch. Only look. You got this wild little feather here, Rhea. Rhea does this weird little sound when I pet her. She makes sounds differently than Maeve too, which is it's just so weird to me because they're the same species. Rhea has these weird, like, I don't even know how to explain the noises she makes sometimes. She makes some weird noises though. But she has started to yelp. She hasn't started clicking, well, she does like sometimes, but it's very rare. She yelps. Well, you know, remember how Maeve yelped too? I mean, that's just their call. She's begun doing that every morning. So she's growing up. She's growing up quickly. I'm noticing that she's growing faster than Maeve, like a lot faster. Okay, I should probably get back to the actual super chats for a moment. We'll come back to the normal chat after we go through them. Severely numb donated $200. Thank you so much. Very, very, very kind and generous donation. And but they say you just had to jinx it by telling her she was behaving. Well, she's back to behaving now. So I don't know when you sent that, but we're good now. Now she's back to being good. She's probably gonna start settling down because this is usually when she starts getting sleepy. You sleepy bird? She's like cocking her head while I talk to her. But are you being good? You being good? Okay, well, if you poop on the couch, that's not a huge deal. It's better than pooping over here where it stains. What else was I saying? Draken Rado says 2 things. 1, we're happy to hear the surprise is that you're pregnant. You're going to be laying an egg soon. Next, maybe make a video on your daily routine with the birds to show us how hard it is. I'm going to be doing one on the daily feeding routine soon. And then I'm going to be doing one on diet and nutrition. So I don't want to do a video on my entire daily routine yet because when we move, it's going to change, and I'd rather do it on the updated daily routine, you know? I guess I could technically do 2 videos, but it would be kind of redundant if I made like the same video just a couple months after, you know, the last one. But I'm gonna do videos like that. I'm just waiting to move because I want to be able to have a new permanent routine that's a little more streamlined and it's a little more easy. And it has gotten a lot easier lately because we have the flight outside now, so that's helped quite a bit. But like when we move and everything, I have everything the way that I want it to be with the birds and where they're staying and going during the day and stuff like that. I think it would just be better to wait and do it that way so that it's the updated version, because that's going to be the new norm once we're out of here. And then, you know, be good that way. I don't know. I want to do videos like that. Don't worry, but I'm going to be patient with them because I want to do it right. You know, I want to take my time with stuff like that. But I also don't want to encourage anybody to get them, so unintentionally, which I'm sure happens anyway. But you know, I think in some ways it would help to show everything that goes into caring for them, and it might discourage some people from getting them. Some people just don't listen, unfortunately, and the birds suffer because of it. But Rhea is like, I wish I could angle the camera better, but her eyes are just like just closing. Are you being good for a change? Okay. Shake and Bake says, first time donor, long time viewer. That beak is looking great on Rhea. Hope the move goes well. Yes, her beak does. I mean, it's so much noticeably like more vibrant and especially more red, just immediately. And she's a thick girl. She's got a lot of breast meat. She can take off like quickly too. She's fast. Are you fast? Okay. We'll go back to the normal comments for a bit. Who is we? Me and these 3 birds that live with me. Are you being good, Tupac? Tupac's always good. Okay. Trying to see if we could. There was one comment I wanted to answer, and then I got distracted by the super chats. Trying to go back and see if I can find it. Oh, how's the target training going with Beatrix? Petra asked. You know, it's going better than I expected, although today it wasn't really, nothing of note really happened. I tried to do it today and she just didn't want to cooperate, so, you know. I held off on doing it because I didn't want to pressure her into doing anything more than what she wanted to do, so. And there's only so long you can stand there with the target stick and try to get her to come after it. And then, you know, if you stand there for too long with it out and then she's not targeting after it and she just gets used to that happening, then that's not good. You know, you want her to actually react to the target stick when it's there. So, but other than that, it's been actually pretty good. She's not... I can get her to come to the target stick if she's on the same perch that I put the target stick next to it, but we haven't worked up to getting her to move to different parts of the enclosure yet. But she's getting there. The hard part is just trying to keep her from actually biting it and trying to shake it, you know? So, excuse me. Can toucans eat candy? No, they cannot eat candy. I mean, they can, but it's not a good idea. Thank you for the question, Petra. I know a lot of people were wondering about that. How difficult was it to bring Beatrix back inside after she was outside? Actually, it wasn't as difficult as I thought it was going to be. It was just this. She pooped again. It was just the same way I would pick her up in here. So, but she seemed to enjoy being outside quite a lot. So, you know, it made me happy to see her so active out there. You know, especially given that she could hardly jump and she definitely couldn't fly, just a few months ago, and now she's able to get around so well. So, man. Oh, and then I have an update about Beatrix I want to bring up too, but I need to clean her. I need to clean Rhea's poop real quick. I don't want you to get your tail feathers in the poop, okay? Here, can you step up? Step up. Please step up. There you go. Okay, we'll just put that there for now. What was I saying? Oh, the update about Beatrix. So I'm going to be taking Beatrix to the vet here pretty quickly. Uh, within the near future. Because I'm concerned that... So there's, the orbital skin. This skin right here. Around their eye. Typically on a keel-billed toucans, it's supposed to be green. And if you see a keel-billed toucan with like more blue on its beak or around its eye than usual, it usually means it's not getting enough beta carotene. It's not getting a good diet, basically. So, for some reason, it's not Beatrix's beak, but because her beak looks great, but for some reason the skin around her eye is more like it's a kind of a turquoise. And I was like, well, that's weird. So I started asking some of my friends that are, actual scientists and stuff like that about it. And they kind of had their head scratched too. And then they asked one of the vets at the Toucan Rescue Ranch down in Costa Rica. They deal with a lot of keel-billed toucans down there. Obviously, they are in Costa Rica, and they actually help and rehabilitate wild toucans, amongst other animals. They're a really cool organization. You guys should definitely check them out if you ever get the chance. But the point I'm trying to make is that they asked one of the vets there, and they thought that there might be a possibility, because the diet's not the issue, because Rhea and Tupac, neither of them have that problem. Their colors are all correct. So they were worried that possibly there might be some sort of issue with her liver brought on by malnutrition from before I had her that's causing it to not process the carotenoids properly, and therefore it's not going into her. It's not being shown in the skin around her eye. Although her feathers and everything still look great. So it's probably not a problem, but I'm going to take her anyways, just to be sure. I'd rather be safe than sorry on that sort of thing. So, all right, take her in, run some tests, and just, I forget what the tests are specifically, but they're relating to the liver, obviously. So, I'm going to take her up there soon, and we're going to make sure that she's okay. And then, maybe if everything looks fine, maybe we need to add some beta carotene supplements or something to her food. I'm not really sure. What she's getting everything. Papaya is chock full of it, and then the Missouri pellet has a lot in it as well. So that's usually where they get their actual color from. And then, Rhea and Tupac both look great. So that's why I was concerned specifically more about Beatrix. And then the color around her eye it doesn't look right to me. So just to be safe, I want to take her in. So I'm just letting you guys know everything that's going on with her. And then, of course, that's what Patreon is for stuff like this. So, all our this month's Patreon donations, that's what it's going to. That's what I'm trying to say. Because it's not cheap to take these guys to the vets, trust me. Even for a simple checkup. Will the birds be permanently outside after the move? No. Well, some might. You know, there might be some birds that are more on the wild side that I end up getting, or like even Beatrix, that might end up staying out there at least during the warm season. You know. What are you, Rhea? What are you doing over there? Come here. What are you tearing apart? Oh, it's just it's the basket. Let me move the. I'm gonna try to move the basket closer to the, so you guys can see her. Okay, her toy basket. What was I saying? What was I saying? Oh, will the birds be outside permanently? Some might. None of, like, Rhea and Tupac won't. What do you have? What is that? Is that a piece? It's a piece of bark. Okay, that's fine. She can play with that. Okay. So they'll probably do something similar to what I'm doing now, which is just transfer them outside during the day for a few hours. I try to let Rhea and Tupac have a few hours outside every day now, unless it's like raining or something like that, or the sun's not really out. Then it's not really that big of a deal. Although the fresh air does help, of course. But I ordered some. I've been bringing them in more because it's been so hot, and I'm afraid that they're gonna get too hot out there. And there is shade. There's a tree directly over the top of the enclosure that kind of gives it some cover and some shade. But I mean, even then, it's really hot. So I ordered a misting, just a small, cheaper mister to put out there, and so we can turn the mist on hot days, and they can have something to cool them down on. It's so hard to keep my attention on something sometimes with them. But yeah. So I mean the routine will be basically the same. I think something I've been thinking about doing is maybe I could build like a, I don't know how to explain it. Kind of like a, you know how zoos have enclosures that are both indoor and outdoor, and there's a door that separates them, and they open the door during the day and let the animals out, and then at night the animals come back in. I was thinking about doing something similar to that with all of them, but I don't know. I'd like to have one common area for all of them to go into and interact with one another, but have them sleep separately, So, there's a lot of stuff I'm thinking of. I don't think the majority of the birds, there might be some that stay outside permanently, but not anywhere in the near future. The only one that might would be like Beatrix. But, well, yeah. With Rhea and Tupac, they are both clearly, they want to be. Rhea tries to get inside. She likes to be inside. So, and Tupac probably prefers to be inside too. Obviously, it's climate controlled in here and everything, so who wouldn't want to be inside? But it's good for them to be outside, so I go out and I sit with them and stuff like that. But, they like to be inside. Not the pet, that's the wrong word. The friendly birds that like to be around people, I think would be better off staying inside with me. They would feel more safe, I think, being inside with me, where they know I am. But the more wild birds, like Beatrix, for instance, or even more extreme cases, I think would be better off in an outdoor enclosure, like you'd see at a zoo. Don't poop. Ugh. Don't step in that. Come on. Step up. Come on. No, don't jump in it. No. Okay. Got fruit juice and stuff everywhere on my pants. They make such good pet guys. You know? What person wouldn't want a pet that throws fruit all over the wall, that dries into a resin, and then stains everything with blueberry juice and poop, and just poops constantly everywhere? Great pet. Okay. I need to go back through the super chats again. Where was I? Oh, Stardust Dragon says, "Hi Brock, hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Keep continuing your hard work. Also, Rhea definitely has balls of steel fencing with Master Tupac. He will train her well." Yeah. She's been, like I said, she's a lot more brave than Maeve was, that's for sure. She tries to fence with Tupac all the time. But it's a good thing that they're doing that because they're actually developing a relationship now. So, like even earlier when we were outside, she was able to get close to Tupac without them trying to fight, just because they're more familiar with each other now. And that's just part of their language, you know? So, but she's definitely more brave than Maeve was. Aren't you? She's bigger than Maeve too, though, so gotta give her credit there. Let's see here. Let's move on. Melissa Mono says, okay. Oh, okay, Melissa Mono is talking about the toucans as pets. She has an Aviary, so she's weighing in. She says, I found mentioning vet costs is enough. I love my Aviary, but 1, have paid more in vet bills than she costs, and 2, it's so hard to find qualified vets. And that's another thing entirely too. That's part of why I don't recommend them as pets, because it's hard. They're very expensive to upkeep. Hey, can you stop? And the vet, like Tupac was donated to me, for instance, like for free. But vet costs alone on him have been enough to pay for a Toco Toucan. So, you know, of course he's a special case because he has a lot of health issues. But I've only had him for, you know, almost 2 years. Only, like a year, a little over a year and a half. So, you know, and then every time I take the birds to the vet, it's well over $1,000 every single time for each bird. I've gone and I've taken 2 of them, you know, there at once. Like when I took Tupac and Rhea last time at the same time, and it was not cheap. It wasn't cheap at all to like pay for everything, and that doesn't even include the medicine or whatever else, whatever else is required. In addition to that. So, and it's like, you know, you're there for an hour with the birds, and they're like, oh, thanks, that'll be $3,000. And, you know, I mean, that's like almost 2 Aviaries. That's probably 2 Aviaries in cost just for the vet bills one time for each of these birds. And that's just the general checkup, and cultures and blood and stuff, you know, like the normal stuff you'd get. So, you know, I don't know what it's going to cost with Beatrix, because we're going to have to probably have some special tests done on her. You want this? But, you know. And no, don't get me wrong, I'm very happy to do all this. Obviously, I love it, and I do it for a living now, and I'm very grateful to be able to do it. But I could not do it if not for you guys. And, you know, I mean, this whole channel gives me the ability to do this. It's very cyclical, you know what I mean? Me being able to work from home on the channel not only helps me with my heart issues and stuff like that, but it helps me be able to provide the adequate time and care necessary to have these birds. And you know, and then everyone's so generous with their donations, even today on the stream, you know, I mean, you're seeing it up here. They're so generous with donations. That goes directly back into paying for stuff like that. Enclosures, vet care, and then when we move, it's going to be helping with, I mean, that's what this bar up here is for. When we move, we're building a bunch of new, you know, enclosures and stuff outside, like facilities that are legit. You know what I mean by that? They're not just simply me. We started small here, but I want to have something that's like very streamlined and professional looking, and I can easily add more birds if I need to, and everything's easier to care for and stuff like that. But that's what all this, you know, that's what all this is for. So, and you guys will see that when we move. Immediately, I'm going to start trying to get that stuff done. So, and we will move soon. And we have enough money to actually move now. Let me clarify that. We can actually move now, but the problem is that it's not going to be cheap to build enclosures and stuff outside and aviaries outside and all the stuff necessary to sustain the birds properly and permanently for the rest of our lives. That's what the rest of this bar is for up here, is for stuff like that. And I don't even know, I mean, I know it's going to at least cost, you know, a good 20 to 30,000 for stuff like that, at least, just to begin with. And I don't know what else we're going to want to add in the future, but thankfully the channel, you know, is going to be ever growing, and as the channel grows, we grow, and we're able to accommodate more birds. So that's what I was trying to say. It's like cyclical. As the channel gets bigger, and you know, more people are watching, and not only just supporting and donating and stuff like that, because it does make a difference when people actually watch the videos, you know. Makes a huge difference. Trust me, when you like and you subscribe and you do all that YouTuber stuff, it helps exponentially. So, and all that money goes into, you know, what I'm wanting to do here. Right now I'm just saving and hoarding all the money I possibly can, but as soon as we move, all the money that I've been hoarding and saving for the past couple of years is going to be used for that. So, oh, hello. You want to go down? Okay, you don't want help. You want to do it by yourself? Are you strong, independent bird now? You don't need me anymore? It's this way. You have to go that way. What you doing, buddy? Hey, can you stop that? Don't do that. You're gonna tear the wire, and then we're not gonna have sound. That's not gonna be fun. Then nobody can hear us. Nobody can hear you deafening them. Excuse me. Okay. Well, yes, thank you, Melissa, for the comment. Like I said, if you talk to anybody that actually has toucans, they're going to tell you the same stuff I know. And if you're sitting there saying, oh, what? They're simple. They make good pets. What are you talking about? Ugh. Then you're an ignorant person that doesn't actually have a toucan. And has no experience with them. And then a lot of people, you know, the people that have toucans, and don't get me wrong, I don't think that, like, nobody should have them. Of course, I have friends that have them, but they are much like me, and their life revolves completely around the birds. You know, even though they have separate jobs and stuff, they often work from home, and everything they do is revolving around them. You know, and that doesn't make a good pet. If you have to completely modify your life and have your life revolve around the animal, that's not a pet. That's a part-time job. You know? So even as a pet, and there are people out there that have them as pets and do well with them, but they're going to tell you it's basically a part-time job to do it, you know? So and it's hard to give them the attention they require if you don't work from home, you know? If you have a normal job, even if you work with animals, if you have to leave the house for 5 to 10 hours a day to work, and the birds are stuck at your house by themselves with no interaction, that sucks. That's not good for a toucan because they have a lot of energy and they need to get out and fly around and act crazy and stuff. And it's you're gonna have you'll also find that most people that have the toucans and do it well, they don't have kids either. Or either they don't have kids, or they're completely single like me, or both. Or usually it is both. Or they have very supportive spouses or significant others that also love them to the same degree. And can you imagine having even just one of these birds? If you had a normal family, and having a dog, let's say Fido or Rex, two people that have jobs and they have 3 kids, and the kids are at school all day, the parents go and work all day, and the dog stays home, and maybe that's fine. But can you imagine having all that and then also having a toucan? That's not a good pet. It's not gonna. They aren't gonna mesh well with having a normal family structure. You have to modify your life completely in order to give them the life they deserve. And maybe you can get away with having the bird in those circumstances, but I can tell you right now, it's probably. I mean, there's always exceptions to the rule, of course. I don't know everybody's situation, but they're not going to have a good life, If you're just, I don't know, unless you have like an outdoor aviary and you have a bunch of toucans and you let them hang out together all day every day while you're at work, and then you just come back home and then they're asleep by then. I mean, because I don't know, I just tell me that makes a good pet. I don't know, like it doesn't. There's not a happy family structure that has a pet toucan. It doesn't work that way. And even with parrots, it hardly even works that way. It's just not. And I would even argue that parrots probably they make better pets than toucans for sure. But even then, by standards of what a pet should be, it's just not a good pet. So yes, people keep them. Yes, people keep them successfully and they have them, but they're not pets. At that point, they are, at least in some point, like it's a part-time job. Having them. So when I say, and I probably should have said all this earlier. I don't know why all of a sudden it's spewing out of my mouth, because this is what I wanted to say earlier, but I just couldn't find the words. If you have to modify your entire life for them, it's not a pet, And if you have to go to work every day, all day, for almost the entire time, and it just sucks for the birds, because they're going to be left by themselves with no attention. Especially if you only have one, that would suck. They don't understand that. I almost called Rhea Ripley. That was weird. Where did those wipes go, Rhea? Rhea pooped on the footstool. I don't remember what I was saying now. Now I have no birds on screen. They're all getting into trouble. Tupac's not getting into trouble. I can't envision almost any exotic animal unless it's something that's just completely unsocial, like a snake or something. I just can't envision it fitting into a normal pet situation, And the thing is that people get, and like let's say for instance with Beatrix, I don't think the person that had Beatrix before me, it was a young girl. She was 17, 18. I'm assuming her parents bought it for her because it's an expensive bird, and she loved animals. I don't doubt that. But she's an 18-year-old girl, and 18-year-old girls usually have like lives and college and stuff that they're going to, and friends. So guess what happened to the bird? And again, I don't think she was a bad person, but she thought that she could fit this exotic animal into this pet situation, and it didn't work out, obviously, because it's an exotic animal. And it does not, there's a reason why exotic animals aren't pets to begin with. There's a reason why they didn't become toucans did not become the standard of pets like dogs did. Because people have been keeping toucans for, ever since we have explored the Americas, they've been around, and they never caught on, for good reason. Because they, dogs are better. They're better pets. Cats are better pets. Hamsters, better pets. Goldfish, better pet. Fits into the structure of a normal family and life. So, but with Beatrix, she got put in a small cage and never taken out, got no attention, probably made a lot of noise. Bird keeps making a lot of noise. Her parents weren't happy about it. She said her parents did not like the bird and at all. I can just imagine that the bird made a lot of noise because it didn't get any attention. It was calling for its flock. It didn't have it had no family or attention, and bird makes a bunch of noise. Parents don't really care about animals. They come in, they start banging on the cage, with a wrench or a screwdriver or whatever. Shut the F up. This bird won't shut up, blah, blah, blah. And meanwhile, the girl's out with her friends, drinking and doing God knows what because she's a teenage girl, and the parents are frustrated with this bird stuck in a small cage in the girl's bedroom or whatever, making all this racket. Great pet. Yeah. Okay. If you say they make great pets, you haven't seen the first-hand experiences that I have, not just with Beatrix, but just looking. If you just pay attention or you have people send you messages or whatever, it's like they get left in the dust, they get forgotten, they get abused because they become a frustration and nuisance to some, and then they want to sell it and then they ask full price for the bird because they paid thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for it, and guess what? Nobody wants to buy a semi-wild, aggressive toucan like Beatrix for thousands and thousands of dollars, full price, when you could buy a baby toucan for the same price that's not going to try to kill you when you open the cage and isn't going to have 2 respiratory infections and muscle atrophy and everything else that Beatrix had. So Beatrix is a prime example for why they don't make good pets, because somebody tried to force her into a pet situation and it didn't work out. And now she's messed up because of it. And when you start telling people they make good pets, guess what? People go out and they buy more of these animals, and more toucans end up exactly like Beatrix or worse. They end up dead, or they end up with God knows what issues. Maybe they just suffer from malnutrition and loneliness until they die. That's a hell of a way to die, but that's what usually happens, and it's not just toucans that happens with. It happens with parrots all the time. So, but yeah. Anyways, rant over. Do you need to have permits to have a toucan? No. There's incredibly, shockingly lax laws on exotic animals in the United States. Shockingly. So, and maybe somebody would say, well, you say they make bad pets, but you buy them. Well, I don't always buy them, first of all. A lot of times they're donated to me. I mean, all the birds I currently have were donated to me in one way or another. So first of all, that's not right. And secondly, my entire life and job and everything revolves around them, and I'm happy for that. Like, I don't have any other responsibilities with them. So I'm happy to make myself available to help educate people about them and help birds like Tupac and Beatrix, because I have the ability to do it. And if I have the ability to do it, then I should do it, because that's the right thing to do. So, and then even with Rhea, Rhea's not a rescue, but she serves a valuable purpose as being an ambassador for her kind. And, I have the ability and knowledge and expertise and room and lack of a life and friends to accommodate having toucans. And, of course, all thanks to you guys, because I couldn't do it without you, because of this channel and because of the generous patrons and everybody donating on the streams and all that kind of stuff, I have the ability to do it. And I'm not complaining about it. Don't get me wrong. I would never complain about it, ever. But I want to warn people. I don't want to see any more toucans suffer what Beatrix did, you know? I really don't. And even worse, they die sometimes, you know? And I don't want that either. So, you know, that's why they don't make good pets. I'm tired of seeing birds and animals in general, you know, exotics especially. People will think they want something to show their friends and to show off. And I know some people probably see me and say, "Oh, that guy gets paid to just have birds, and people buy birds for him." It's so much more complex than that. It's not like, it's just so much. It's so much more than that. You have no idea. And it's so much more to that to me, personally. They mean so much to me, you know. I'm not planning on buying any other types of animals. I know toucans are I stay in my lane. Toucans are my thing. I'm happy to help them. I hope there are some other people out there that have knowledge and love for other types of animals and can provide them good homes too. Because ultimately, I just want the birds to have good homes. I don't care if they're with me or not. I just want them to have good homes, you know? So, like, even not too long ago, there was this keel-billed toucan, and it seemed to have a very similar past to Beatrix. And I was like, well, I really wanted to get it, but also it wouldn't be the best thing to do because it's another bird like Beatrix that's wild and all this kind of stuff. And if we were moved, I would have gotten it, of course. But we were trying to come up with a good home for it. Like, I would just buy it, or, you know, we could community source or what crowdfund the bird, buy it, and then I wouldn't have it necessarily, but I would find it a good home, and we would get it to that person that would give it a good home. Because there are other people out there that give them good homes. It's not just me, you know. There's plenty of people out there that work as keepers like I do, you know. So, and I'm happy to try to get the birds to good homes. So, regardless of whether it's with me or not, I just want them to have the best lives they can. So it just breaks my heart to see so many toucans used as clout machines on the internet and nothing more than that. And don't get me wrong, I know my birds generate clout, but, you know, ultimately it's in service of them. So I don't want it to ever be about me and attention on me. I want it to be just about providing them a good home. So hope that makes sense to you guys, at least. I know I should probably start writing this stuff down so that I can just make a video about it. But yeah, you know, I don't know, you know, the point I'm trying to make is just that my life is centered and revolved around them, you know? So they aren't my pets, you know, they're my family. They're all I have. So, and I'm happy about that. You know, it's not a bad thing, but that's not what most people are going to want at all. And it's definitely not what they can provide. And, I don't know. It just sucks seeing animals suffer because of people that are ignorant. I hate it. So, but anyway, there are plenty of people out there that give birds good homes. So, but there's a huge difference between a cockatiel and a toucan. I will tell you that for certain. There's a huge difference between a cockatoo and a toucan, even. And, you know, they're just, and I don't know, even with the big birds like cockatoos and macaws, I'm not going to speak too much on them because I'm not an expert by any means in parrots, but, you know, they get treated pretty poorly too, from what I've seen, and they probably shouldn't be pets either. But there's a lot of people out there that really love and care about them and dedicate their lives to them, and God bless those people, you know, because that's all they have. That's the only hope they have many times. So there's so many parrot rescues and stuff out there, and people who are willing to be patient with them and take the time to try to rehabilitate them and get them new homes and find them good homes, most importantly, or even dedicate their lives to giving those birds good homes. So But that's not my. But parrots aren't my thing, and that's why I'm sticking with toucans because that's what I know, and that's what I can speak intelligently about. I haven't kept parrots in a very long time. I have had them before, but you know, it's been a long time. I need to pick Tupac back up. He's ready to come back. Okay, and Rhea's sitting here happily. You want to come back up here where people can see you? Come here. Come on. The thing that sucks too about toucans is there's so little information out there about them. Like with Beatrix, when I was explaining earlier about her, the skin around her eye and her liver. Most people wouldn't even notice the color around her eye, first of all. And even if they did, you can't just simply Google it. Like, why is the skin around my toucan's eye this color instead of this color? You know, you have to know the right people to get in touch with. And then sometimes they don't know, and they have to get in touch with people that might know. So, dude, what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Go back over there. Anyways, sorry for going on the rant for a while. Let's get back to comments. All right, we'll at least get back to the super chats before we wrap the stream up. Yeah, it's almost at 2 hours now. See, I was like, oh, it's only gonna be an hour, and then I start ranting, and then here we are. Let's see here. Oh, Neb says, hi, I'm Neb. Hi, Neb. Glad you're here. Good to see you. Debbie Putnam says, hi, Brock. Good to hang out with you and the bananas again. Always look forward to seeing what the cans are up to. Good to see you too, Debbie. Thank you for joining us, and thank you very much for the kind donation. Firebird9 says, here's $10 for every time Rhea's pooped tonight. Buy more wipes. And they sent $100. Thank you very much, Firebird. I don't know if... you know what? I can't even buy wipes right now, even if I want to. I have like a small stockpile of wipes that I bought months ago, and they're about to run out. Like, now we're on these wipes here. These aren't the disinfectant... Or maybe they disinfect. Do they have alcohol in them? I think these have alcohol, but they aren't like the normal Lysol wipes and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's what I think. I might have 1 or 2 more of those cylinder wipes, you know. But yeah, we are running out of wipes. But very generous of you, Firebird. Thank you so much. I will try to find some wipes if I can. But they are few and far between lately. Flamingo says, have Rhea and Beatrix react to see each other... Or have Rhea and Beatrix reacted to seeing each other at a distance? Love this week's video with Beatrix, by the way. Well, their cages are within proximity of one another, so they're somewhat familiar with each other. Actually, I think Rhea is about ready now where I can actually introduce them together, maybe next week. And then I'll make a video of it, because her beak doesn't seem... Come here. Yeah, her beak isn't really soft anymore. It's getting pretty hard. So when they're babies, their beak, you know, because they grow in the layers of keratin as they're growing out. They start like small little baby beaks, as you know, like, you know, you guys have seen baby Toco toucans, and then they turn into this giant freaking monster of a beak, you know, because they grow in these layers of keratin as they grow, and then that bone grows. So when they're young, they don't have as many layers of keratin, and the bone is still growing, and it's still soft there, and it's fragile, and you want to be careful because they can get damaged as... Hey, Rhea, Get out of the dirt. Come back up here. Come on. Rhea. Hey. She's playing with a piece of bark out of the... That's where she's getting that bark from. She's getting it from the planter. I always find the stuff that they're not supposed to be in. Okay. Anyways. Oh. Yeah, their beaks are soft when they're little, when they're babies, and then they grow into, you know, the form that you know now. So I think Rhea's is, I didn't want them to interact because I was afraid Beatrix might be aggressive to her, and if she was too aggressive, she might damage her beak. But I think Rhea's beak is developed enough now to where they should be fine. So I'll probably introduce them here pretty soon. Rhea. And I know Beatrix is probably... But then I have to worry about the Beatrix thing because I'm training her to come out on her own and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I might introduce them when I take Beatrix out to clean her enclosure. Oh, excuse me. Maybe sometime next week. And then if I take her out to clean her enclosure, I can get Rhea and we can do a first meet video for them. So, but I am gonna have to take her out to clean her cage because her cage really needs. I haven't been able to clean it because I've been trying not to interact with her outside of training. So there's lots of fruit juice all over the place. It needs to be cleaned. And the perches especially need to be cleaned because I don't want to risk any birds getting bumble. Not on my watch. Hey. Look at, you can see Rhea's already getting blue on her lower mandible. Already. Alright, have fun with the cord. La 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 la. Kate46 says, thanks for sharing the birds with us. This was just what I needed after a crap day. Well, Kate, I am very sorry to hear that you had a crap day, but I'm glad that we were able to help. Let's see. Kate also says, I have a cockatiel. I love him very much, but my God, the last time I was able to have a social life outside of watching streams was before I got him. The only effing way Brock can do what he does is because it's all he does. Yeah, thanks. That's a nice way of saying Brock has no life. I'm in a very unique position, and I want to try to do good with my position. You know, like I'm a guy in his late 20s, decent income from YouTube, plenty of great, kind, generous support, like a great community here. We have a great community that are willing to help and not get their ears blasted. Come here. Can you stay back there? You're worse than Maeve. Good Lord. That I have the knowledge and expertise for this, and I've been researching them I've kept toucans for over 10 years now, and good Lord, I've been researching them since I was a little kid, since 1998 or 9. Somewhere around there was about the time I got really interested in them. So, I'm lucky to not have a wife or a girlfriend or children or, anything like that tie me down. And obviously I would like to one day have some of that stuff, but it would have to be a very weird person like me, more than likely. And I don't know about kids or not. That's one thing that's on the I don't know. But it'd be nice to have some girl at some point that helps, and stuff like that, or wants to be involved, or does something similar to what I do, or who knows what the future holds. But I have to keep that stuff very much in mind when I try to date, and it has been an issue with many people that I've gone out with. So, you know, yeah. So that's a whole other thing, because everybody says that everybody says they love animals until they come over and there's rainforest animals flying around the house and pooping on things and acting like wild animals. And then they think, I said I liked animals, but I was thinking more like a Yorkshire Terrier, like just like one Yorkshire Terrier that's house trained and you know, well behaved, that sort of thing. Not like a bunch of toucans flying around a house. But anyways, yeah, one girl compared my birds to cockroaches, so you know, that was the end of that. I will tell you that for sure. I can dismiss a lot of stuff, but as soon as somebody talks some shit about my birds, I'm like, nope, no, you're gone. Sorry, see you later. Actually, not see you later because you suck. Let's see. Ara297 says, what is your progress with Beatrix so far? Hope she gets better soon. Also, Tupac is my favorite toucan. Please give him some scratches and hugs for me. I need to get more water. With Beatrix, I explained a little bit earlier. I'm getting her to target. She will target. Usually she will target if the target is within distance of the same perch that she's on. I haven't gotten her to switch around the cage for it yet, but she seems to be catching on. She likes the blueberries at least, you know? So she's getting there. It's just going to take time. I hope she's getting there at least, and it's not just like a false confirmation bias that I'm looking for. But I think it might be. I think it's doing something. I'm more confident about it than I was when I started. I'll say that, because it seems to me like she's reacting better than I expected her to. So you're getting sleepy, aren't you? She keeps sitting down and floofing up. You need to sit down and floof up somewhere where we can see you. Can you do that? Can you do that for me? Do you like when I hold you like this? She's like, yeah, it's aight. Oh. Can I hold you like a baby? Tupac will let me hold him like a baby. Okay, no baby holding. There you go. What was I saying? Oh, she's just, you know, she's getting there slowly but surely. I don't know how much time it's going to take, but I'm doing my best, you know. I hope that's not too loud for you guys. Steve67 says, Brock, you're doing a great job with the birds. Keep it up. We love you guys. Thank you, Steve, very much for the encouragement and kindness. Always appreciated. The support of you guys helps keep me going. So, just not just the financial support, but the emotional support. Just, hey, you can do it. Keep going. That helps too. Holly Goodwin says, Brock, you're so passionate about what you do. You should consider writing a book about your experiences. Let's all try to think of a good title. Toucan do it. How about that? No. I'll think about it. I don't know. My audience isn't big enough to really care about me writing a book quite yet. Maybe in the future. But then, of course, if I do that kind of thing, then I'm taking time away from that I could be sharing with them. So, you know. Neb says I might be a noob, but somebody please tell me what is a toucan. Oh, I can't help you there, Neb. Someone else is going to have to explain for you. Gemini Butcher says monocle for Tupac. Does he need a monocle? Well, he does have cataracts. I don't know if I've told... you guys should know that. He has cataracts. You guys know that, right? Tupac has cataracts, so he might. I don't think. Actually, I don't think glasses or a monocle or anything would help with that. But you know, it's the thought that counts. Neb says, I got you beat on the love of animals. I have like 50 quail, many running around the house all the time, and 4 of my own cats, another 4 cats I'm fostering, 2 sparrows, a starling, a green-cheeked conure, all are cage-free in my house, and a turtle. Yeah, but Neb, you keep breeding the quail. You keep making more of them. You can't complain if you keep making more of them. I bet they're tasty, though. I'm kidding. I'm sure that Tupac would love the quail eggs. Yeah, I don't want to make any more toucans if I can help it. I thought about that too. Like if I put Beatrix out with a bunch of other keel-billed toucans, are they going to try to bang? And if they try to bang, and they don't have a nesting log, I don't think they will actually do it if they don't have a nesting log. I'm not sure about that. But I don't want to get their hormones going and egg production going and then have them not have an outlet for it. That would be a problem. So, I don't know. But I don't want to breed toucans. Even if it's like part of them just having to survive altogether and having their normal social structures. It's not something I want to be a part of, really. I don't know. That's some of the stuff I'm gonna have to think about in the future. Because there's a lot of keel-billed toucans out there like Beatrix that have suffered similar fates. So, it'd be cool if they could all have their own little party house together. They can, I don't know if I want them to be banging each other or not, but it'd be fun to have the baby toucans, but I don't want to have to find some place for them that I don't feel comfortable sending them to. You know, I feel like I would be like if I had baby toucans, my standards would be just much too high, and I probably wouldn't charge anything for them. I'd just give them to the person as long as they met my standards. But yeah, I don't know if I want any. I love baby toucans, but I don't think I want to breed them for that reason alone. What are you doing, bird? You about to poop again? Why are you getting so cozy right there? That's so weird. Usually she goes and sits up there. You want to come up here? Hey. You about to poop? You are, aren't you? You're squatting down like you're gonna poop. I can't tell if you're in the poop squat or if you're sleepy squat. Come here. You want to just sit with me? Tupac, don't come after her. Okay, you're good. Oh. Do you want out, or are you trying to just love on me? Okay, I'm holding her very loosely. I don't think she wants out. You just want some love? She just wanted some love. Oh, okay, don't go up that way because you're going to freak Tupac out. Whew, okay, I think it's about time to wrap the stream up. I'm getting kind of tired. Rhea's getting tired. Tupac's not getting tired yet because he freaking stays up way too late. I swear, like, I'll go to bed early sometimes. And since he sleeps in my room, I'll wake up at like 1 in the morning and flip the lights, or flip my phone light on, you know, just to see what time it is, and I'll just see him like sitting there in the corner, like just staring at me, like just wide awake. I'm like, dude, go to sleep, man. I think it's because he doesn't expend, you know, he can't expend energy like the other birds. He just stays up later. But he sleeps, but he'll sleep. He just sleeps like really late. Like he's like a teenager. Or he's like me. What are you doing? Go to your perch. Go say hi to Tupac if you want to do that. You want to do that? Or you want to just sit on my arm? That's fine. You can sit on my arm. Oh, Neb says I'm not complaining, I'm bragging. My house is a zoo. Okay, we need last minute comments, questions, any of that kind of crap. Let's go ahead and get them out of the way. We'll take the next 5 minutes or so to get any last, I don't know, whatever. If you guys want to interact, now's the time. What is Rhea chewing on? She's smacking her beak. I don't know why she's smacking her beak. There's nothing in it. Sometimes she'll regurgitate the food and then swallow it again. But they just smack their beak sometimes. It's like she's chewing something, but she's not, because they don't actually chew. She's just smacking her beak. Even when they're eating, they don't chew. They just, okay. She's getting cozy. She's smacking her beak probably because she's getting cozy. See, she's getting all floofy. Usually this is when she sits on my leg, you know, you've seen those pictures of her sitting on my leg. It's when she's in this mode right now where she's sleepy. Oh, she probably keeps sitting on the footstool because my legs aren't there. And that's usually where she goes when she gets sleepy. She comes and sits on my legs. Okay. Give Tupac a big cuddle before I go? Okay. Oh, good. Good lord. Hey, don't. You're gonna... Why are you so interested in that? Alright, I was gonna give Tupac a cuddle. Oh my god. She just shat right on my crotch. Sorry, I didn't mean to say the shit word. And on that bombshell, it's time to call it a night. Probably. Let me clean the poop off my pants. Hold on. Off my crotch. I knew that was going to happen. I was like, if I hold her right here, she's going to crap right down my crotch. Sure enough, she did. At least it mostly went on my pants, and I can just wash those. Okay. Well. Okay. Is my name Brock? Yes, it is. My name is Brock. Tupac smacks his beak too. I see everyone talking about the... Brock said 2 swear words. Yeah. You know, guys, I do swear. I swear quite often. I don't do it in the videos because I want it to be accessible for everybody and for everybody to learn to love toucans and stuff like that. But, you know, I do swear. Just usually not. Usually I try not to. The videos are on these streams because I want everyone to be able to enjoy them. I deserve to go to bed. You know, you guys all know that. Yeah, I'm gonna go get in bed, but I'm gonna be awake for another few hours. But at least I have the freedom to like relax and. Oh, the blood feather scare. I forgot to talk about that. So both Tupac and Beatrix within the last month had a broke. Well, are you gonna poop or are you just sticking your little tail up? Are you being... She's so freaking cute. Good lord. I want you to be cute where everyone can see you, and you're just down there. I know you're waiting for my leg. She's sticking her tongue out. Let's see if she'll sit on my arm again. Come here. I know you're sleepy. Come here. There you go. But go get sleepy right here where everyone can see you. Livestream Brock is more vulgar than video Brock. That is true. It's because I can't edit it out if I swear. What was I gonna... Hank Hill says, do you heat your house with propane or electric? I'll tell you what, there ain't nothing like the smell of clean burning propane. Boy howdy, I wish my house was heated with propane. Beautiful, sweet lady propane. Oh, the blood feather scare. What was I gonna say? Tupac had one. I had the birds outside, and I noticed blood on Tupac's white tail coverts, and I was like, oh crap! Like I freaked out because I was like, birds can bleed out really quickly and die. So I freaked out when that happened. I've actually I never had a blood feather on any of my birds that I've ever had throughout my entire life of owning birds for 20 years. And I'm not that old, but I've had birds for like 20 years. Got dry skin on my finger here from the guitar. I've never had a blood feather, or a broken one, I mean, because blood feathers are normal. They're the feathers that grow in. They have blood in them as they're growing, and then eventually the blood supply cuts off when the feather's fully developed. So, but if the feather breaks, it's like a little straw just pumping blood out of their body, and you have to pull it out so that it clots, and the bleeding stops. So, but I've never had one or a scare, and I've never had a broken one still. But we had 2 scares because Tupac had one. It wasn't broken though. It was just like he had tried to preen it, or maybe I don't know what he did to it because he doesn't move that much. But the sheath got disturbed enough where there was a little blood coming out of the very tip of it, but it wasn't broken. So I just left it alone, and it was fine. But I was freaking out the entire day, and like watching it. I almost like just drove to the freaking emergency clinic in Dallas for our vet, just in case, because I was like, oh crap, like I don't know, it just scared me a lot. That kind of stuff just really scares me, for good reason. So, but he's fine, obviously. And then it stopped bleeding pretty shortly after, and it never did again. And now the feather's like almost fully out. It's like 3/4 of the way developed. So we're good there. And then right after that happened, like a week or 2 after that happened, Beatrix had I was going to do the target training with Beatrix. This was last week. I went to do the target training with Beatrix, and she had blood on her, and her upper tail coverts are white too, so I could see it very easily. And so again, I freaked out. Well, I didn't freak out as much as I did with Tupac, because it was like, okay, I saw this just recently. But I did know how to handle it a little bit better, because I had just had experience with Tupac. But I was more concerned about Beatrix, because Beatrix is already prone to breaking her tail feathers and running into stuff and being clumsy, because she has the muscle atrophy and stuff. So it freaked me out with her a little bit more, even though I handled it a little better because I was more familiar with it at that point. But I took her out, and I know I probably pissed her off and scarred her, but I had to do it because I was really afraid that she was gonna that there was one broken, and it turned out being that it wasn't broken. But I went ahead and pulled it anyway, just in case, because it really scared me a lot with her, because she's already prone to breaking tail feathers and she's clumsy, and so I went ahead and pulled that out, and pulled her broken tail feathers out while I was at it too. And I know she wasn't happy with me about it, but I did it for her own good, and that freaked me out. And then and she was still bleeding a little bit from where I pulled the feather out afterwards on that day. So I was really watching her carefully the rest of the day, and I feel so bad because every time I would go in to check on her, and I was just trying to see if she was still bleeding or not, to see if I could see fresh blood or if any blood was dripping. Thankfully, with either bird, none of the blood wasn't dripping or anything. It was just a little bit on their tail coverts. So I went in, and every time I would check on Beatrix, she would just start panicking, and then that made me even more worried because I was like, oh crap, she's gonna end up breaking a feather anyway. That's one of the reasons I pulled it out, because I didn't want her to panic, especially when we're training or anything like that. So, and then I was afraid I didn't get it all, so it freaked me out for a while, and then I, had to go in there every, I went in there like every freaking 5 minutes for a while because I was so worried about her. But it would freak her out every time I'd go in there because I just had to pull feathers out of her butt. And yeah, I know she didn't enjoy that. I didn't enjoy it either, but I know she especially didn't. So, she would panic every time I would get close to the enclosure, and that's it. So she was not bleeding. Well, she was bleeding, but she wasn't bleeding to a point where it was concerning, because it stopped shortly after that, and then she was fine, and she's fine now. So now we just gotta wait for her feathers to all grow back, and she keeps breaking all of her feathers look fantastic now, except for her tail feathers. She keeps jacking her tail feathers up, and I'm hoping this time around she's not going to do it as easily, because she's had such bad muscle atrophy for the past, since I've had her, since February. And so she would just run into stuff and fly into things, or not even fly, because she couldn't fly for the longest time. She's just clumsy. She didn't have good coordination because she was just clumsy, and then she didn't have tail feathers, so she was even more clumsy because she didn't have tail feathers. And then her wings were clipped. Now her wings are all grown back in, thankfully, but her wings were clipped when I got her, which made her even more clumsy. So she's just had a very clumsy life of breaking feathers, and I'm hoping now that she's got a good, you guys saw the video of her outside. She's got a lot of her strength back. Like, she's able to actually fly from perch to perch. She can't make long flights like Rhea yet, but she can make big jumps and flutters from perch to perch, and she can maneuver pretty well. She's she can jump high now again and stuff like that. And I think this time around she should be good, because she's just so much more coordinated now because she's so much stronger. So but yeah, that was the scare with the blood feather. But luckily nothing broke, and she's good. Okay. Let's see. Blood feather sounds like an edgy username. It does, actually. That would be a cool name for a band, Blood Feather. That should be my band's name. I should start a band and call it Blood Feather. That'd be dope. Alright. Do they ever get annoying? Hell yeah, they do. They get very annoying. Yeah, I don't like wings clipped either. Has Beatrix been outside? Yes, she has. We have a video. Go check our latest video out. And blood feathers give me anxiety. Yeah, they do me too. Do you think she lost some trust? I don't think she did temporarily, but I think we're back where we were pretty quickly. Because she went back into the training thing and taking food from my hand and stuff pretty well. So this Hank Hill guy in here. All right, Hank Hill guy. I'll read whoever's Hank Hill. Every comment you send, I will read in Hank Hill's voice. Here's what Hank Hill has to say. Boy, I'll tell you what, I'm afraid old Lady Bird got sick when Bobby sneezed on her and fell dead right then and there. Now Bobby sleeps in the doghouse. That boy ain't right. I love that show so much. I miss it. That's the reason I want to move to Texas right there, just because of Hank Hill. Hank Hill sold me on Texas. Him and Billy Gibbons and Stevie Ray Vaughan. Can toucans have eggs like macaws? Unseasoned, of course. Yes, they are. huge egg eaters in the wild. I gave Tupac some scrambled eggs just a week ago, actually. So they can have eggs if they're cooked. I mean, I don't know. I think a raw egg would probably be too, because they actually swallow the egg whole in the wild. So feasibly, they could swallow a whole quail egg, but I would be a little worried that that there's a risk of salmonella or some sort of bacterial infection from a raw egg. So I always scramble it and cook it, and I give that to them, and it's safe to give to them. I don't give it to them too often, but it's a good treat for them to have. And they like it a lot because they are natural egg eaters. In fact, they are responsible for, what was it? It's over half of all hyacinth macaw predation is from toucans eating their eggs in the wild. So toucans are, believe it or not, toucans are. She just shat it. She just poo-pooed again. Toucans are one of the biggest predators of the hyacinth macaw. They actually are their biggest predator, I think, in the wild. And I just learned that not too long ago, which is, I think, is kind of cool, a little disturbing, but cool nonetheless. And the red-billed toucans and the toco toucans are both, they like eggs, and they like little baby birds. They're tasty, aren't they? Are they tasty, Rhea? Rhea's being cuddly right now. She does get cuddly when she gets sleepy. Are you floofy bird? She did just poo poo. Maybe I can kind of clean it a little bit with my other hand. Oh well. Acer Light 125 says, "Hey Brock, any plans on Lucky Charms video?" Oh yeah, because that's the fruit. I haven't given. Well, I think I gave maybe Tupac one once, like a year ago. They like the Lucky Charms marshmallows a lot, but I don't know. I don't know. It's not something that I would just give to them, you know. As I know they like them, and it's probably not going to hurt them to give them any every now and then. But I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to have it on or put it in a video. I don't want anybody to think that it's okay to just start feeding animals Lucky Charms all the time. You know. I don't know. I have to think about it because I don't want to. On one hand, it's like, okay, it's not going to hurt them to give it to them. It's like the Fruit Loop video I did, which I wish I just didn't even do at this point because it was just like, people kept asking for it, and I thought maybe they would stop asking for it if I just did it, you know? And then people still ask for it, so. But I freaking hate Fruit Loops. Anyways. On one hand, it's like, well, it's not going to hurt them to have it every now and then. And I mean, their digestive system is so quick that it's going to go straight through them. They're not going to like get anything from it. It's just like, it tastes good in the moment, and they're going to like it in the moment, and it's a nice little treat. But it's not something that they should have regularly. And I don't want people to get the idea that I give my birds that kind of stuff regularly, because I don't. They get their normal diet of papaya, blueberry, figs, dragon fruit, pear, whatever. It's always papaya and blueberry, and it's always Missouri pellets. Sometimes I'll throw in some figs or some dragon fruit or a pear or something like that, you know. But that's what they get to eat. I don't feed them sparkling water and Chick-fil-A or whatever other stupid video I've done. They get that like once in a while. Very seldom would they get anything even close to that. And even the sparkling water, it was just water. But it would be expensive to continuously try to give it to them. And there's no benefit in giving them sparkling water over, you know, normal water. It doesn't. There's no difference between the fact that it has the word sparkling in it, and people might say, "Huh, that's weird. I want to see how this bird reacts to it." You know. But other than that, it doesn't do anything. It's just water. So people think that birds can't burp or pass gas, and that's all a bunch of BS. So they're like, "Oh, it's gonna kill them," blah blah blah. It's not. It's not. Stop. You have no understanding of birds if you think it's gonna kill them. So there's a wives' tale where people would give their birds rice, I think, or not their birds, but birds, nuisance birds, rice or carbonated soda or water or something like that, and they say it makes their stomach explode. It's a wives' tale though. It's not. There's no fact to it. Not that I would give my birds soda. Definitely not. You know. But I did get some blueberry juice recently, like just straight blueberry juice. So we'll do a video on that, because that will not only be safe for them to have, but they're probably gonna like it. I imagine they don't drink that much though. They like to bathe, you know. They like to play in the water. But they get most of their liquids from the fruit. So, anyways, mineral water would probably have iron in it. So somebody said that there might be some truth to this, that they don't absorb the iron from water. It's only from food. That might be BS. I need to double check on that, but I still use the reverse osmosis filtered water for both the baths and drinking for all the birds. And even for the humidifier back in their room, I use that water just in case. You know? Aw, that's my favorite stretch. The little stretch they do with both their wings. You about to poop again? Yeah, you are. Okay. I caught it that time. Got it on the floor. That'll be good. Jordan Nowick says, a little last minute donation. I came here a bit late. Cheers to the new Aviary and Beatrix gradual improvements. Thank you, Jordan, very much. Glad you could show up even if it was late. Hey, stop. Oh, Beatrix is trying to block somebody. Beatrix. What is your name again? It's not Ripley. It's not Beatrix. It's Rhea. She's like She can tap on the screen and interact with stuff. And she brought up the menu to ban somebody. I don't know who it was, but she was trying to ban somebody. Tupac will get. Oh my! Stop. Bringing up group chat. Stop it. Go back to being relaxed and cute. Okay. I think we're about... Oh, she's trying to block somebody else now. Okay, that's enough. We're going to wrap up the video. Okay? Tupac gets plenty of love throughout the day. I spend more time with him than any other bird here. And not only that, but he sleeps in my room with me. And don't worry about him not getting enough cuddles. He gets plenty. Trust me. He gets more than the other birds. These guys, Rhea gets more attention on streams because she's more in my business and easier to interact with in the moment. You know? This is one cute ass bird. You know, you're very cute. You want to say bye to everybody? We're going to wrap it up. I know I said that like 30 minutes ago now, but look how thick she's getting. She's getting to be a thick girl. Her body it's getting close to Tupac's size, of his body at least. Her beak's a lot smaller, but growing quickly, only 4 months old. Already pretty big. Aren't you? You want to say bye to everybody? You nibble on the mic, that can be your goodbye. You're not going to do it now? There you go. Bye, everybody. Let's put you over here because I have to get up. I have to get up and go... Well, first I need to clean this poop off the ground before I step in it or something stupid. me, always doing stupid stuff. Okay. You ready to bed? Ready to go to bed? I can't even speak anymore. Okay. Alright, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I love all you guys. We'll have a new video of them reacting to the rain I shot earlier today. We'll have it out sometime early this week. Probably well, not Monday. Tomorrow's Monday. Probably Tuesday or Wednesday. And then we're not gonna have a stream for at least another 2 weeks because I have a couple things I need to do. I need to take Beatrix to the vet, and I need to do a surprise that I mentioned earlier. If you want to know about the surprise early, join Patreon because you guys, all the Patreons, are gonna get to learn about the surprise next week. Maybe even not tonight. Probably next week. Well, this week. Today's Sunday, so this week, yes. This week, if you are a patron, so I can't even speak anymore. If you are a patron, this week you will get to learn of the surprise. It's an awesome surprise you guys will love. But for everybody else, it's going to be a real surprise where you won't even know until the video comes out. So, but anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I love all of you. It's always such a pleasure to hang out with everybody and see what's going on in your worlds. And I'm sorry that I've been less consistent with the streams lately, but we need to reorganize our streams somehow. Someone suggested we might play Fall Guys. You guys want to play Fall Guys on a stream? Let me know. I finally got the Keel build Toucan costume in Fall Guys, but I've been waiting for the Toucan costume to come back on the marketplace, and it still hasn't. I check every single day too, and I specifically went out and won enough matches to afford it when it does come out, and it still hasn't come back on the market. So, but yeah, I have at least the upper part of the Keel build Toucan costume finally. So they have 2 Toucan costumes in that game. It's a really fun game. But anyways, love all you guys. We'll see you soon. Rhea's resting her little foot. You want to say bye to everybody? She's like, what? What was that? I'll say bye to Tupac. That's from everybody. Beatrix.